There is a place in the far east of Africa, and it is here where the 2015 All Africa Business Leaders Awards, in partnership with CNBC Africa, begin their epic journey of celebrating outstanding business achievements across the continent. Marking the 5th anniversary of honoring changemakers in the region, the 2015 ABLA open their East Africa chapter now. And now, sit back, relax, and welcome your host for this evening.
Don't you just love that deep voice? You can listen to it all day, especially when it calls your name, Boni Tunya. I'm the only one who gets that tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Habari ya jioni. Welcome to the East African 2015 All African Business Leaders Award in partnership with CNBC Africa. I am Boni Tunya, and it is my pleasure to host this 5th anniversary of the ABLA tonight and celebrate business excellence in East Africa. Tonight we celebrate those East African business leaders who have made a distinctive contribution in their respective sectors by demonstrating accountability, best practice, integrity, and innovation on the continent. Now, the regional winners will then vie for the ultimate title of the Africa Business Icon in their sector at the Black Tie All Africa Business Leader Awards finale in Johannesburg on November the 13th, and obviously hosted by Bahatla Bachafela, where the ultimate trailblazers of African business are named and commended for their part in the continent's success. So, ladies and gentlemen, the ABLAs are proud to be once again telling the positive story of Africa's growth story. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the head of ABN East Africa Bureau, Maya Khaleki, to do an official welcome. Round of applause, please.
Thank you, Bonnie. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for a very special evening here in East Africa. It's wonderful to look out at the audience and see so many familiar faces and people so excited by what we are doing here tonight. Tonight is East Africa's night. But it's not just an East African story, it is the story of the continent as a whole, a continent on the move. We are here to honor leadership, recognizing business leaders who have had the vision to build this region into the economic powerhouse that it has become. They embody steadfastness, having a vision of future success and staying the course. Risk-taking, those who bravely created their own businesses through hard work. And for the first time tonight, we will also recognize those who give back, philanthropists who view service as a key element of their success. The people we honor here tonight are not just the winners, but also each finalist, because truly each one of our finalists is remarkable. The bar is high, especially in a vibrant market like this one, to even make it to tonight. I thank you all for being part of the awards and allowing us to spotlight your successes and share them with everyone who's watching and learning from your accomplishments and the way you have overcome obstacles. And also thank you to our judges for taking their roles so seriously and fitting a rigorous process into their busy schedules. And so we turn to a showcase of the power of African business, which is creating the modern history of this continent. Thank you each for being a part of it. And now I'd like to invite our Managing Director, Roberta Naicker, to speak. And we're so happy to have her with us tonight. Please join me in welcoming her. Roberta.
Honored finalists, the judging panel of the East African Awards, captains of industry, the head of the East African Bureau, Maya Khaleki, His Excellency, Khosi Philani from South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. On behalf of our founder and vice chairman, Mr. Rakesh Wahi, It is indeed an honor for me to welcome you to the East African leg of the 5th Annual All Africa Business Leaders Awards 2015 in partnership with CNBC Africa. I am privileged to be here today. It is not often that you're in a room filled with people who are the change they want to see. Being amidst such strong and powerful, successful business leaders who define Africa as it is today is truly an honor. The awards in many ways is a celebration of the contributions businesses make to every aspect of life. I am grateful for this opportunity to welcome you to the 5th anniversary celebration of epic achievements of those bold business leaders who have made the ultimate sacrifices in bringing their visions to life. To the finalists, I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on representing your region. You can be proud to be representing your businesses and countries tonight. And to those amongst you who will lift the coveted award, I look forward to welcoming you to the All Africa finale in Johannesburg this November, hosted by Bakgatla Bachafela. In closing, I would like to thank you for your time tonight, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
And tonight's winners will go on to compete in the All Africa finale on November the 13th, hosted by Bakgatla Bachafela in South Africa. Let us discover more about the finale and our hosts together.
The Bakgatla Bachafela is a community of over 350,000 people in the northwest province of South Africa, and the region is well known for its rich mining, agricultural and tourism resources. The Bakgatla Bachafela Traditional Authority represents the interests of the community and acts in support of the chief, Kgosi Nyalala MJ Pilane. The primary objective of the authority is to develop strategies and implement projects aimed at the economic and social development of the region and its people.
I must first explain that according to our approach, the focus is not only on the mineral reserves or resources. We want to sell the concept that land on its own is a resource. And it could be a resource in either mineral resources, but there could also be agriculture, there could also be tourism. So all these together, it's an opportunity. Therefore, every country, every rural community that has got land, already they've got the base that they can start off on with. So I think the ABLA, or what's an opportunity for us, we saw it as something that we could use to strengthen what we have already started, which is the development of the region. And therefore, if there are awards, obviously we would like to see that our people eventually in the future, they can become part of this, because that is the encouraging part of it and motivation for our people to become the best people in both business and economy.
Thank you. Let us begin with our first category this evening, which brings together an importer of bulk oil and petroleum products to start a significant business journey, an ambitious shade system solution provider, a young software development expert, and a leader in impacting investment across Africa. Let us take a look at what the judges were looking for in the 2015 Young Business Leader of the Year East Africa category.
This year we had a lot of applicants for the award of the Young Business Leader of the Year. And what we were looking for really was somebody young, enthusiastic, dynamic, and one who has proved themselves over a reasonable period of time. So we were looking for somebody who has been in business for the last 5 years or so and has made a change, has made a difference, a very visible difference, both in terms of the growth of the business, in terms of the bottom line, and also the prospects of the business. We were also looking for somebody who has brought in standards, good corporate standards which can be emulated, or standards which can be borrowed and used by others. We were looking for somebody who's brought in diversity in terms of the businesses that they're doing. So not just focused on one business, but trying to integrate as many businesses as they could as possible in their particular role. Of interest was also production, because we tended to see a lot of applications from the services sector, and we were keen to see people coming in from the productive sectors, agriculture, manufacturing, transport, and the like. And so therefore it was quite a mixed bag, but quite interesting.
And I'd like to call upon our chair of the East African Judging Panel, Mr. Pete Ondeng, as well as His Excellency Hosi Pilane of the Bahatla Bagafela, to assist in announcing the 2015 Young Business Leader of the Year East Africa winner. As they join me, let us take a look at the finalists in the category for tonight.
The finalists for the 2015 Young Business Leader of the Year. East Africa. Danson Muchemi, CEO and founder, WebTribe Limited. Ida Nadi, MD, Amsons Group. Eric Kinoti, CEO and founder, Shade Systems, EA Limited. Paul Barclay Okari, CEO, Impact Africa Group.
And the winner for the 2015 Young Business Leader of the Year, East Africa, Eda Nadi, CEO of Amsons Group.
Having started in early 2006 as an importer of bulk oil and petroleum products under the Camel Oil Tanzania retail brand, CEO of the Amsons Group, Eda Nadi, has helped diversify this business into cement, inland container depots, real estate and bulk grain storage, to name a few.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Habari ya jioni, mabibi na mabwana. We're in East Africa. I would like, first of all, to thank God for this opportunity and this award. And then, secondly, I would like to thank the two most important people in my life, my mother for bringing me up, and my mentor, my role model, my father. He is the main reason behind my success. And he has pruned me, he has guided me to where I am today. Without him, I don't think I would have reached these heights. I thank him for that very much. This award goes to every staff in Amsons Group for their working hard, for their dedication. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. And finally, I believe everything is possible to all young people in my generation, my age, and also to the old people. Don't give up. Anything is possible. There are a lot of opportunities in Africa, too many opportunities. It's just to plan and execute, and you will be successful. Your mind is your limit, so don't limit yourself. The limit is the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your evening. Thank you very much. Mungu ibariki Africa. My main reason also for success is my father. He's played a big role in my success. I believe the economy we're having in Tanzania, it is supporting the young people. A lot of opportunities are there, and we are moving into a new ventures, new opportunities in Tanzania. In the East African region, a lot of change is coming. So in change, there is a lot of opportunities. It's a matter of the young people to point out and grab them. And it's there. It's there to be taken. Your mind is your limit. The opportunity is there, and it's there to be taken. It's up to you. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Well, congratulations. Now, as the following nominees know all too well, perseverance pays. And these richly talented entrepreneurs nominated tonight are none of them overnight successes. They are all seasoned business people who have had an instinct for an opportunity and business, probably since their youth, and I strongly suspect that they will continue to drive this passion well into their old age. In the 5th year anniversary of the ABLA, let us take a look at what the judges have to say about the 2015 Entrepreneur of the Year East Africa, presented by Sea Harvest.
As the category denotes, it's entrepreneurship, very keen on innovation, what has been done differently, depending on the stage of the business. If it's a startup, it's obviously more interesting, keen to see where it's going. If it's a business that is expanding, then we're also looking to see how sustainable the plans are and the prospects for the future.
Now, before we announce the winner of the 2015 Entrepreneur of the Year East Africa, presented by Sea Harvest, please join us on stage the Managing Editor, East Africa, Joseph Bonyo, and Alexander Lebner from the ABN Group to assist with this award. Now, the finalists in the 2015 Entrepreneur of the Year East Africa category presented by Sea Harvest are
The finalists for the 2015 Entrepreneur of the Year. East Africa. Bimal R. Kentaria, Director, Elgon Kenya Group. Heril Colbert Bangera, CEO and founder, Flame Tree Group Holdings. Julian Kula, CEO, Mode.
Well, Sea Harvest is a subsidiary of Brimstone Investment Corporation. I'm chairman of Sea Harvest and as well as of Brimstone Investment Corporation. And you know, in Brimstone, we started our company 20 years ago. And Sea Harvest is one of our investments that we've had for a while. Entrepreneurship is about passion, it's about innovation, it's about the art of possibility, it's about being positive, it's about encouraging other people to work hard, to be successful. So those are all captured in entrepreneurship. And I think the more we celebrate other people's success and other entrepreneurs' success, the more positive we'll be in our whole society.
The 2015 Entrepreneur of the Year for East Africa,
Julian Kula, CEO of Mode.
Julian Kayula is the founder and CEO of Mode, an innovation company that specializes in providing revolutionary technological value-added service solutions to mobile network operators across the globe.
I'm so humbled to stand here tonight. I want to give thanks to God Almighty, my wonderful wife, and my 3 boys. I was late tonight to get here because when I was leaving home, they said, "Daddy, you're always going." And I sat down and had dinner with them at the expense of missing the award. because part of the journey of this entrepreneurship comes with a lot of sacrifice, sometimes for the things that matter most. And to learn who to make sure we balance our time with, I think, is every entrepreneur's biggest challenge in life. But I hope we never get to compromise family. And tonight I want to dedicate this award, one, to my family, for all the sacrifices they've made for allowing me to be missing. But secondly, to some amazing people at the company. I also want to dedicate this to all our staff across all the countries in the world for the amazing work they do and the midnight oil they burn just to give us the ability to serve millions of people. I am so humbled, Abla. Thank you so much for this honor. Thank you for this opportunity. I will cherish it for life. Thank you very much. Clear to me about the volume of innovation I see in Kenya alone and across East Africa, and then coming to Nigeria and our companies in all these places. We have not lacked people with the skill, with the ability. We have not lacked people with amazing ideas. Without the shadow of a doubt, for what we've built as a company, everything was built proprietary from here. It's being used all over the world. That convinces me that the world is ready to accept innovation from Africa. And that's why I'm convinced the next Ubers, the next Facebooks, I'm convinced that Africa is going to have a name in there.
As the African-American entrepreneur, philanthropist, and self-made millionaire, Madam C.J. Walker once observed, "There is no royal flower-strewn path to success. And if there is, I have not found it. For I have accomplished anything in life, it is because I have been willing to work hard." It is this spirit, ladies and gentlemen, that makes the 2015 Businesswoman of the Year East Africa. So let us take a look at what our judges were looking for in this category.
Being a successful business person, man or woman, in today's very competitive business landscape, requires a person with guts, focus, and an ability to adapt to the changing environment. We didn't change the standard for women. It was the same standard for everybody. And the Businesswoman of the Year this year is somebody who exemplifies those qualities.
To assist me with the winner of the 2015 Businesswoman of the Year East Africa, please join us on stage, head of the ABN East Africa Bureau, Maya Kuleki, to assist with this award. Now, the finalists in the 2015 Businesswoman of the Year East Africa category are...
The finalists for the 2015 Businesswoman of the Year. East Africa. Jinadin Karaki, CEO, Jinadin Group. Isa Irame, CEO, African Alliance Rwanda. Jennifer Reria, Group CEO, Kenya Women.
The 2015 Businesswoman of the Year East Africa is Gina Din Kariuki, CEO of the Gina Din Group.
Gina Din Kariuki is the chair of Gina Din Group. She stands out for delivering world-class PR services in Kenya, supporting the most high-profile events in the country and on the continent, including the recent visit of US President Barack Obama.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I hire fans very well. But thank you so much. This is so humbling. I'm just absolutely overwhelmed. As the previous winner said, this journey does not come without sacrifice, and I'm very, very blessed to have had the most incredible people around me. They say that behind every successful woman, there's a whole tribe of people that have her back. And I'm very fortunate to have had family, friends, many who are here today who've had my back. But ladies and gentlemen, let me just say that this award is dedicated to the women of Africa, because if it wasn't for women, this continent would not be rising. We would not see the growth that we see. So this award goes to all the women that are working in Africa that will never get recognized. And I really want to say that we need to appreciate them every single day. I did not start out trying to build a business. I started out trying to build people who have helped me build the business. And I'd really like to say thank you to my team. Team Gina, you guys are awesome. Many of you are here today. I'd like to thank my clients who have had the confidence to trust their brands to me. Being trusted with one's reputation is a huge responsibility, and I feel very humble today. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, women of Africa. I'm glad to be one of them. I appreciate it. I think women have a really hard time doing business across the continent. And I really hope that, awards like this inspire other women to at least start the journey. I think the problem in Africa is that women give up too soon. They'll try and then they'll be like, oh my goodness, maybe no. Yeah. And I think men just have an advantage in that they're much more encouraged than women are. If we have more women in business in Africa, the growth that we're seeing, the Africa rising that we're all aspiring to, will be much faster. And so, like I said in my speech, I'm really dedicating my award to the women in Africa who don't get recognized, who will not get the platform that I've been fortunate. Start the journey and keep on the road, because you will make it, and just have your vision ahead of you. We have to come together. We're sisters. We're African sisters, need to be there for each other. The very fact that we have to be cited in a World Bank report tells you that we actually are a separate category, which makes me really sad, because I want to compete across a level playing field, and the playing field is not level.
It's time for a short ad break. When we return,
and the winner of the 2015 Lifetime Achievement Award, East Africa is.
And the winner for the 2015 Business Leader of the Year, East Africa is.
For all that and more, stay tuned. Welcome back to the 2015 All Africa Business Leaders Awards in partnership with CNBC Africa.
Now, the Philanthropist of the Year category completes the ABLA lineup. As Melinda Gates was once quoted as saying, "If you're successful, it is because somewhere, sometime, someone gave you a life or an idea that started you in the right direction." So remember also that you are indebted to life until you help someone else less fortunate person, just as you were helped. Ladies and gentlemen, let us see what our judges were looking for in the category of the 2015 Philanthropist of the Year, East Africa.
The category is important because we are all encouraging responsible business with a purpose. We're looking to see how businesses work in their communities, how they interact with their communities and give back to the same communities in a sustainable and meaningful way. So we're looking really not just at the token contribution, but really at a long-term engagement with the communities.
Well, to assist me with a word for the winner of the 2015 Philanthropist of the Year, East Africa, please join us on stage, the MD of the ABN Group, Mrs. Roberta Naikan. And the finalist, thank you. And the finalists for the 2015 Philanthropist of the Year, East Africa category are.
The finalists for the 2015 Philanthropist of the Year. East Africa. Ashok Shah, CEO, Apollo Group. Damaris Toe, Director and Co-founder, Shram Promotion. Mohamed Douji, CEO, Metal Group.
And the winner in the 2015 Philanthropist of the Year award is Mr. Mohamed Douji, CEO of Metal Group.
Mohamed Douji is Group Chief Executive Officer of Mohammed Enterprises Tanzania, the Metal Group. In 2014, he launched the Mo Douji Foundation. The foundation is involved in educational and healthcare projects across Tanzania.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also start by thanking the Almighty God. I'm greatly humbled and honored to be receiving this award. I would like to offer my sincerest gratitude to ABLA, CNBC, Forbes, sponsors, and the jurors for the acknowledgement. Thank you very much. Asante sana. I did not make the journey here alone. A number of people have shown me an incredible amount of support along the way, each playing a critical role in allowing me to turn my visions for service to the community into reality. So before I go any further, I would like to thank my family for always standing by me, my colleagues at METL for assisting with shaping the Mo Douji Foundation and executing our projects, and of course the many institutions and individuals who continuously support our efforts. Without all of you, I wouldn't be standing here today. This moment is much bigger than me. This moment is for all those whose lives we've been able to touch. Whether it has been by improving access to quality education, medical care, or clean water. And most importantly, this moment is symbolic of all the lives that we will continue to touch for many years to come. I want you to know that this award to me means that I will continue to strive to give back to the world that it has given to me, if not more, so that I might even be more worthy of tonight's honor. Once again, I would like to thank ABLA, the sponsors, CNBC, Forbes, for bestowing this honor upon me. It's truly a privilege. I say asante sana. Thank you.
Yes, it's, you see, let me tell you something. Giving back also, there's two ways. There's a sustainable way of giving back, but then there is a satisfaction. You know, so you can, so we're setting up we have set up a foundation, and we said that, look, we want to focus on education. On education, where are you going to intervene? If today, if you were to buy bicycles for kids in rural areas, you would increase the output in terms of education 20%. If you were to give them a meal, that would increase them 40%. If you were to build capacity for teachers, it's an amazing thing. I mean, what is that you want to do? So obviously philanthropy is very wide. But then again, you say, okay, I have a foundation, I'm focusing on just giving in education. Then you have a young child who has got cancer, okay, that you can save that child by making sure that she goes to, let's say, India or to Europe, and she will get that medication. So it has to be a balance. As human beings, we're selfish. We also want satisfaction. So I believe some parts of the foundation has to be, the money has to be kept aside for people that need it immediately on life saving.
Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the second of our two newest ABLA categories is the 2015 Industrialist of the Year, East Africa. And this represents a visionary of business who has participated in the benefication of raw material, manufacturing, or even enriching infrastructure. Now, there is no doubt that this category is an employment creator, an economic contributor, and forms the cornerstone for the future of African business. And like we say, Africa must industrialize, but first, it must manufacture. As our newest category in an ever-emerging sector, the winner of the 2015 Industrialist of the Year East Africa category has been selected by our panel of judges. Now, to assist me with the award for the winner of the 2015 Industrialist of the Year East Africa, please join us on stage, Mr. Godfrey Mutizwa from the ABN Group.
The winner is Benson Wairegi, CEO, Britam.
Benson Wairegi is the Group Managing Director and Group Chief Executive Officer of Britam. Since 1977, at the age of 24, he has helped the business grow in Kenya, tying his own fortunes to the success of his company. The company's growth over the last 30 years has been fueled by his passion and business acumen, which has transformed a small insurance company into a regional powerhouse.
It's very easy to say, yes, Benson Wairegi is an industrialist, has been very successful, but I want to acknowledge that whereas that might be the case, I have been on this journey with very many people who have come and gone, and many of whom are still in this group. So I want to dedicate this prize, this award, first and foremost, to my wife, who is here with me, Margaret. She has stood by me all these many years and has helped to shape my personality from the days I joined this group as a young man to today. When you look at me, you can see I've been around for quite a long time. And then to the Britam Group, the staff who have worked with me, a large number of whom are here. This journey has been a tough one. We have grown this organization from its Kenyan roots all the way to 7 African, East African, and South African companies. So I also dedicate this award to you, Britam staff, who are here today and those who are not here, the customers, the policy holders, and the investors. It's been a long journey. Our business is about financial services, is about money, is about trust. And if it weren't for the trust and confidence that the many, many thousands, indeed millions of Kenyans who have entrusted their savings to us, we would not be where we are. So to all of you, investors, policyholders, Britam employees, and to my family, thank you very much for the support that you have given me. Thank you. There is no question in my mind. As I said in my acceptance speech, the company I work for, Britam, has been around for 50 years since 1965. It started here as a very small home service life insurance company. 4 or 5 years ago, we listed on the Nairobi Securities Exchange, and you know the mood, the sentiment at that time were very low. The global financial crisis had just passed on, and the Eurozone crisis was already with us. But we slogged on. Today, from that listing, we raised funds which have taken us to 6 African countries. We are in Rwanda, we are in Uganda, we are in Tanzania, we are in Mozambique, we are in Malawi, and South Sudan. For me, as a Pan-African financial services group, we have this ambition to provide services of financial nature, take our products to the rest of Africa. If what we have achieved in those 50 years is anything to go by, the future of Africa as one market, one people is assured. And I'm very pleased that Britam has been a trailblazer in this endeavor.
In the East Africa And space include Dr. Reginald Mengi and Dr. James Gatera, to name but just a few. Now, these are undoubtedly leaders who are very proud to be called Business Leader of the Year East Africa. So here are the judges and their insights into what makes the 2015 Business Leader of the Year East Africa, presented by Bosch.
The award for Business Leader of the Year for East Africa is bestowed on a man or a woman who, over the past year, has demonstrated exceptional business leadership, but someone who also has the results to show for it. This year, we had an incredible cast of people, but I believe the person who we selected has earned their stripes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to discover who is the leader of the pack. May I now call upon Rugani Vendan, who is the Managing Director of Robert Bosch East Africa, and Alexander Lebner, who is the head of the ABN Productions, to assist with announcing the winner of this award. And the finalists in the Business Leader of the Year East Africa, presented by Bosch, are
the finalists for the 2015 Business Leader of the Year. East Africa. Benson Waragi, CEO, Britam Group. James Moria, CEO and MD, Centum Group. Mohamed Douji, CEO, Metal Group. Rakesh Rao, CEO, Crown Paints.
Bosch is honored to be a part of the All Africa Business Leaders Award. We believe recognizing African leaders is of utmost importance to further encourage innovation, ingenuity, and resourcefulness on the continent. Our founder, Robert Bosch, was a true leader in business and society, and the All Africa Business Leaders Awards, recognizing today's business leaders in Africa, reflects the very values of our company. Bosch is committed to supporting young talent in sub-Saharan Africa and is the initiator of the initiative Africa Kommt, a program for building business leaders in sub-Saharan Africa and sponsored by German industry. We have a lot of respect for the achievements of the nominees in the Business Leader of the Year award category and wish them every success for the awards and beyond.
And the winner for the 2015 Business Leader of the Year East Africa is James Moria, CEO of Centum Group.
James Moria is the Chief Executive Officer of Centum Investments, one of East Africa's largest private equity firms. Moria has been instrumental in pursuing Centum's regional expansion into new territories like Mauritius and Nigeria.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly humbled. This has come to me as a big surprise. I know when I told my wife I'd been nominated, I did not expect to win, but she asked me to write a speech just in case, in the course of being overwhelmed, I might forget and lose trail of my thoughts. And really, that's why I am blessed to have a wife like Joan, beautiful Joan. Please stand up and let me recognize you. That's my beautiful wife, Joan. She's my partner, and she's guided me through this journey, and she's kept me grounded. Thank you very much, Joan. I appreciate. And so I'll pull out the speech Joan asked me to write, because I might lose my train of thought. But first, I would like to congratulate all the finalists in this category. They are true champions, and I want to request that all the finalists in this particular category to please stand up so that I can congratulate you and thank you. It's a deep honor to be associated with you. I would also like to thank and appreciate the efforts of ABLA. What you're doing is truly exceptional in terms of recognizing excellence in leadership. Enterprises, small, medium, and large, are what are rewriting the narrative of this continent, and leadership is absolutely critical. And so I want to applaud all those leaders of business, be they small businesses, medium businesses, large businesses who are striving out there to make a difference. I want to applaud you and remind you that your effort counts. You're making a difference for this continent. I would also like to acknowledge my team at Centum. And it's a big team, and I want to request the team that I'm very proud and privileged to be a part of to please stand up. Please remain standing. This is a team. I'm immensely proud of you, and I'm privileged to be serving with you in making a difference. And I pay tribute to your efforts. One of my favorite leaders is Theodore Roosevelt, and when I think and look at the team I am fortunate to work with at Centum, I perhaps think that he had you in mind when he said that you are the men and women in the arena whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strive valiantly, who err but who come short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcoming, but who do actually strive to do the deeds, who know the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spend themselves in a worthy cause, who at the best in the end know the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if you fail, at least you fail while daring greatly, so that your place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. So my men in the arena and women in the arena, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, we receive as a team this award with gratitude, humility, and great responsibility. Thank you all. Thank you for this award, and God bless you. Thank you very much, ladies.
First, it's not about me. This is a collective effort. What we are doing and what we've been doing cannot be done by one person. So I'm proud of what the team has done. I think it's a validation of our efforts. It's a validation that we are making a difference. And it's a great encouragement for us to carry on. We have a big road ahead of us.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really encouraged, and my team is really charged to get on and really get on and move on to the next level.
With exceptional character. Now, this bold and celebrated award goes to an individual who has contributed to business growth, innovation, and development, creating the highest quality product and service over a lifetime. So let us see what the judges were looking for in the category of the Lifetime Achievement Award.
A person to be honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award needs to have a consistent track record, somebody who has achieved great success and who has done so consistently. But beyond that, someone who has also left a legacy of people that they have built that are going to walk in their footsteps.
The criteria for the Lifetime Achievement Award is really looking at a very long span of time, an entire career life of an individual or the individuals that submitted the applications. So you'll be looking at approximately 20 or more years of service or of work in a particular sector. We were looking at an individual who has made a difference, who is recognized by peers as having started something new or having taken something that existed and moved it to the next level. An individual who will have practiced positive business practices, who would have established a business that is sustainable over the long term, and somebody who we believe has been a role model for others in that particular sector. This should be a person who stands out, not only in the region, but on the continent, and is readily recognized for their efforts in the particular sector.
This award is is very special to me this year because in the 5 years in the history of Habla, it's the first time that it's going to a woman. So it's very, very special to me. Let me just stare it. And the winner of the 2015 Lifetime Achievement Award, East Africa, is Jennifer Ruria.
Jennifer Ruria is the Group CEO of Kenya Women. She started her career as a teacher, moved into the financial sector and then into microfinance. She focused specifically on rural women enterprises. Ruria has left behind a legacy, an institution that is very strong and continues to grow and to support women in development.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so emotional, I'm trying not to cry. To be able to ask you this, none of us can predict what is going to happen in the future. None. But each of us seated here, walking individually into this hall tonight, you can decide to reshape Kenya, to reshape East Africa, and to reshape Africa. The future of East Africa and the future of Africa is there for us to change. How did I change a dead institution to one of the biggest financiers now, to low-income families in this country? How? Ladies and gentlemen, I came to challenge you tonight. I didn't know I was getting this award. Now I can retire. Let us make a decision tonight to make impact in our world. Let's make a decision tonight that if each of us in this room will wake up tomorrow morning and say, I am touching a life, imagine what difference it will make in Africa. Because some of us are able to touch more than 2. Once again, I'm really humbled to win this award. I have no idea what I'm going to do after this, but I thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you. I want to tell everybody that it's not possible for you to achieve anything on your own. Commitment is important, but it's commitment for a cause that is not selfish. It is a cause that ensures that somebody tries and get to where you are. It is an inner drive that sometimes I think it's God's calling for you to be able to deliver for others. It's not easy, it's painful, you are persecuted. As I mentioned a little earlier on, when I began the bank, I was abused by men wrote letters to me. I've been looking for them in my files, I can't find them, where they said, Jennifer, get off. You are telling our women to get money and do business, and you're giving them big heads. You are a family breaker. And for me, somebody who believes in family, that was painful.
You're dangerous.
You're dangerous. Don't talk to my wife, somebody tells you. Do not talk to my wife. So it is something that you get out to do because the Lord has called you to do it. Now, what I need to tell the young women is this. They first need to understand themselves. There's nobody who can do it for them. They have to understand themselves. Then they have to make a decision. This is what I want to be. Yeah. Then they need to look out for somebody whom they can copy. A lot of them, I meet them, they say, I want to be like you. I say, okay, let's go together.
Yeah.
Who can they go together?
Join us as we congratulate the winners of the ABLA Awards for the East Africa region. This event was the first step in the 2015 All Africa Business Leaders Awards journey. 2 more regional events, West Africa and Southern Africa ABLA Awards, are coming up over the next 2 months. The journey will culminate in the finale to be held in November in Johannesburg, South Africa.